Welcome back to Wacky Wednesdays! The prompt for this week for Wacky Wednesday is Myserious May or May Mysteries. Basically, it's the month of May. What better month than May to talk about some mysteries? So there were a couple different ways that I was going to do this. The first way was I was going to try the 7 books in 7 days challenge where I read only mysteries. Then I hit a reading slump and I didn't read for 4 days and canceled that video right away. I'm not really good at vlogging during work weeks anyway, so I'm giving myself a little bit of grace there. Then I was like, oh, I could talk about mysteries on my TBR, but the thing is I don't want to focus on mystery thrillers because then I'd just be talking about thrillers, which is fine. I love thrillers. But then I started overthinking it, as I do. And I thought, you know what? Why don't I just recommend some thrillers? So, or not some thrillers, some mysteries. So I have 3 very intense mysteries. Most of these, I think all 3 of these are slow burn. And they all have at least 2 points of view. And both points of view are saying something different. So you don't know who you can trust because, well, you'll see. So let me get my 3 recommendations for Wacky Wednesday. So we'll talk about the least amounts of POVs or perspectives, points of view, whatever, with 2. And then we have one with 4, and then I think 8 in the last one. So we will start with the 2 different points of view. So this one is Here and Gone by Halen Beck. This is one of my favorite mysteries. So there are other mysteries on my favorite shelves that I'm not going to talk about today. I'm only talking about the mysteries that have multiple people's perspectives and their stories are completely different. And you have no idea who to trust. Like in Here and Gone by Halen Beck. Because in this one, you follow Audra, who is leaving her abusive husband in the Philly area. And she's trying to relocate to California. When she gets pulled over in Arizona by a cop, who then detains her. And when she gets to jail, she keeps asking, well, where are my kids? What did you do with my kids? I need to know where my kids are. And she's like distraught. Can't figure anything out because she's in jail. And the cop comes up to her and is basically like, what kids? You didn't have any kids in your car. There were just empty car seats. So then she spends the entire night in jail. And first thing in the morning, she gets bailed or released or whatever. And she is still hell-bent on getting her children back. But the cop is sticking to his story that the kids weren't there. So, do you believe an angry mom who is trying so hard to get her kids back? Or at least that's what you're supposed to think? Or do you believe the police? Like the cop who pulled her over, who has dedicated his life to protecting and serving? And if you believe Audra, then what did the cop do to her kids. I don't remember the cop's name. Sean? No. Sean and Luis are her kids. Oh, it just says in sheriff. So I don't remember his name. It's not important. Or do you, let's see. Or do you believe the sheriff who pulled her over, arrests her, and the kids weren't there? Then that leads to another question. Why are there empty car seats in her car? What did she do with her kids? Did she leave them in Philly with her ex who's abusive? Or did she kill them somewhere along the road? Or just leave them? Or, oh my gosh, the possibilities. My mind was just spinning. The possibilities were endless. And who do I trust? Do I trust the mom or the sheriff? Like, a sheriff wouldn't lie to you, but why would your mom or a mom lie to you? And why would she leave her kids with an abusive husband? Like, I'm pretty sure he was an abusive father too, and that's why she ran away. But like, my head was spinning out of control. Like, what? Wait, but if it was Audra, then what happened to the kids? Where are they? Oh my gosh. And it was just like one thing after another, and my brain was just swirling. And it was a wonderful mystery. Our next mystery has 4 different perspectives. This was the first Robin Harding book that I read. This is The Perfect Family. And this was so kindly sent to me by the publisher, so thank you. But basically, you follow Thomas and Viv, who are a married couple. They're mom and dad to, I don't remember their names. Let's see, Alice and Taryn, Ellie and Taryn. Okay, so I think it's Ellie, Taryn, Thomas, and Viv. Yeah. And one night at this house where the perfect family is living, they get, like, pranked. Or at least you're supposed to think it's a prank. They get, like, their house was egged. And because they have 2 teenage kids, you think, oh, well, maybe they just got in a disagreement with one of their friends and their friends took it out on the house. You know, no big deal. But then the pranks start escalating and there's, like, poop on their front porch. And, you know, things start going deeper and crazier. And you have 4 different perspectives. The 2 kids and the mom and dad, and each of them slowly reveals something different that the rest of the family doesn't know, until it swirls into this huge thing about, like, what is going on with the pranks. Are they really pranks, or is there something more sinister at play? And who are they targeting? Are they targeting Viv, the mom, Thomas, the dad, Ellie, the daughter, or, Taryn, the son? Like, who are they trying to target? And why? And this was just such an intriguing mystery. I was reading this with my entire heart, and it was just so amazing. So this was one of the books that was sent by the publisher that I read right away, and I'm so happy that I did. I have since started reading Robin Harding books, so let me know in the comments below what your favorite Robin Harding book is, if you've ever read one by her, and let me know, like, which one I should read next. And our last mystery, I'm pretty sure this has 8 different perspectives, 10 different perspectives. I think it's Okay, so this is Miracle Creek by Angie Kim. And when this first came out, I want to say in like 2019, I was living under a rock. Okay, I wasn't living under a rock, but I kept hearing people talking about this. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so overhyped. I'm not even going to like that book. And I waited. And I waited. And I waited. And I didn't read this until 2022. Just 3 years. 3 years later. Gosh, girl, I would have just like gone back and told her that she needed to read that right away. But anyways, Miracle Creek is this stunning courtroom mystery. It is labeled as a legal thriller. However, like, it's more mystery than anything, but it's so worth it. It does, not gonna lie, it does get like a tiny bit repetitive because you follow the court case after Henry. So it says a literary courtroom thriller about an immigrant family and a young single mom accused of killing her autistic son. Miracle Creek is a powerhouse debut about how far we'll go to protect our families and our deepest secrets. So you follow the after effects of this fire. There was this fire in Miracle Creek, Virginia, in this like substation. That's what they call it. It's like a submarine that has experimental treatment for autistic people or people with autism. Sorry, I said that wrong. People with autism. And there's this experimental treatment where these people are bringing children, mostly children, to go get treated for their autism and see if that helps the way that they are sometimes. And in the first chapter, you follow the stand of the mom. Henry's mom is on stand, and they think that Henry's mom killed him because he was too much of a handful. Because there was a fire at the submarine station. And Henry's the only one that died. He was like a 9-year-old boy. And you go through that day with mom. And then you change perspectives and you get someone else's perspective and you get another little clue. And then you get another perspective until you have the whole picture of what happened in this small town. And this was so gut-wrenching. This was like an emotional, legal mystery. And I didn't trust anyone. Like, I did not trust anyone. And that broke me because, okay, so my brother is such a kind soul. Such an amazing person who has autism. And this just hit me so close in the heartstrings. So if you want more of like an emotional mystery, legal thriller, but I use the word thriller very lightly on this one. It's more of just like a lighter mystery, although like Henry did die. So I don't know if you really want to call it a lighter mystery. It's just my head was spinning and going in so many different directions. I was certain that mom killed Henry because the evidence against her was incredible. I'm not going to say really what happens. I'm going to leave you on that cliffhanger. But for this Wacky Wednesday, we are recommending 3 different mysteries that all have at least 2 different points of view that like make your head spin a little bit and you don't know who to trust or what to believe. And that is what makes an amazing mystery, in my opinion. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like it and subscribe if you're new around here. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.